Here he is, right here.
Oh, okay. This is the horse that won.
There it is.
That's the one that won?
Won the Kentucky
I
Derby.
heard him whistling.
Pretty cool.
I heard him whistling.
The horse was whistling?
Good morning.
Morning, morning.
Yeah, he's a consummate pro. Likes to train. Can't make him do anything wrong. He just, you know, he's a natural.
I mean, his energy seems
he's
very good.
He's laid back all the time, but when the time comes, he can switch it on and off like, you know, that's like a key in an ignition, which is ideal.
How have you liked kind of seeing him sort of get back on the Derby? And you mentioned like next day after a little tired, but also like how much have you enjoyed kind of seeing him bounce back like this?
He most horses after a race, you know, if they extend themselves a little bit, you know, they're a little quiet and listless. Just like if you went and ran a marathon today, tomorrow you'd want to, you know, you wouldn't be jumping up at 5:30 and going and running again. You know, you want to take kind of ease back into it. After 2 or 3 days at Churchill, Kenny said that he was right back in the feed tub, doing things right. You know, back to his normal self, and that's why he made the decision to go ahead and give him another opportunity.
Now, you're mainly at Keeneland, or?
I'm at Keeneland all summer and for the fall meet, and then I go to Oaklawn for the whole winter meet.
So you were there all winter when
Yes.
Robbie was telling people in January this horse would win the Derby and the filly would win the Oaks?
Yeah.
Did he tell you that?
I told Robbie that.
Now we know the story. Yeah, really. I mean, were you really thinking that, or is that just the kind of race
The filly was freaky fast from day one. We knew it. She had a little issue with some shins. We had to be patient last summer, and wait on her. But I knew when we got her there, it was going to be the real deal. And the first time we run her, she won by 8.5 at Keeneland. Came back and won by 9 at Churchill. So it was, you know, it was pretty easy to foresee that she had some serious talent. And when she, the first time we ran her back after a layoff, she bumped her hip or something, and she had a little contusion in a hip muscle. It wasn't quite perfect, so Kenny gave her a little time. First time we ran her back in the Fantasy Stakes off a layoff, she just played with them. So I knew then that the Oaks was probably going to happen.
Well, what about the Derby?
The Derby, the colt, he ran fantastic in the Southwest after his first 2 or 3 starts where he showed a lot of talent. The Southwest Stakes, he got an ideal trip on the inside. Brian rode him almost like he rode him in the Derby. The racetrack was kind of an off track, so everyone thought, oh, well, he only won the Southwest like that because of this muddy racetrack. Well, he took his track with him in the Kentucky Derby and showed him that it doesn't matter rain or shine. So,
How good do you guys feel about his chances on Saturday?
I think we have a huge chance. I was at the draw last night. I was tickled to death to get the 5 post right in the middle of 9 horses. We have the favorite inside us, so Brian can keep an eye on him, and hopefully we can ring the bell again.
And the weather forecast is no problem at all for you.
No, Friday night rain and Saturday rain throughout the day. It looks like, and it won't affect him in any way, shape, or form. And you hope it affects some of the others negatively. So.
Now, you vanned them yourself? You were the driver?
Yes. Little satellite runs when we go for stakes. Sometimes they'll send me with them just because it, you know.
So what's it like? I mean, vanning a Derby winner.
Well,
you're delivering him to the next stop on the Triple Crown.
I've been hauling horses all my life. I started out in 1973 with the quarter horses, and I worked for a guy named James MacArthur, and we won the All-American in 1974. And at that time, it was the richest race in the world. It was a first $1 million race in the country, and we won the All-American with Easy Date. That was the mare's name, and they put me in the van with her to haul her to Rio Doso, and after the race I hauled her to Northern California. I was 17 years old with the most valuable quarter horse ever foaled, so I've been doing it a long time.
So, I mean, does it seem like the trip goes faster, or does the trip go slower? Does it
No,
seem like
it'll
when
make-
you have precious cargo like that?
It'll make you think about it, what you have in the trailer, but you know, we try to treat them all with the same respect, you know, with the same, put the same value on all of them, just because that's our job.
Do you think the money track could help?
It's not going to hurt us. If you know, that's what I said. If it is a sloppy track, no muss, no fuss. Well, they don't like to kick back. He handles it just like it's a dry racetrack. So I'm not saying we'll have an edge if it's sloppy, but it's not going to hurt us.